Hello and welcome back to another episode of Twisted Iron Projects. In today's video, I'll be making a simple but decorative curtain rod hook. So if you want to see how I make this, make sure you stick around. So to start things off here, I'm using just a basic piece of mild steel. I cut it at 8 inches long and it is 1/4 inch round. This will work for what I'm needing. I prefer to have square for this project because I will be doing a twist in it, and having the square is what actually shows a twist. But bins I got round, it just adds one extra step, and that is squaring up the round bar. To do this, I'm going to heat up the material and then light blows on each of the 4 sides, developing a square, developing corners. Like I said, this could be avoided if I get just 1/4 inch square bar, but in my local area, this is what I was able to find for a decent price, so this is what we went with. We're just going to work on squaring it up so we can get that twist. Now the next part of the process, I will be doing a scroll on this, and so I will need to develop a point, draw out one side of it into a point, and then round up that section. And I will also be knocking off the corners on a section of the square bar that I just made, and this is going to round up for the curve that'll actually make the hook that holds the curtain rod in place. Now that I have that point made, it's time to do the scroll. With this, I'm just going to grab my scrolling tongs and give it a good wrap around. Here's another view of it. And now I want the point to actually be touching the base here. I will be scrolling it over a little bit more, kind of giving it almost like a seashell type look to it. So we'll straighten out a section, reheat, and get a better grip on it, stabilize the actual main body of the material, and scroll it over a little bit more, giving it that curl that I wanted. This is just personal preference. I enjoy the way this scroll looks. Next, we needed a way to actually fix this to the wall. So what I did is I measured off about 2 inches of material, and I did the offset there, half face hammer blow, and draw out the section from the 2 inches, and it gets me right about to the 2.5 mark, and this is where I'm going to put my screw holes. Next, I need to actually mark where I'm going to have my twist at. So I measured off 2 inches again, right there, and made a mark. So again, here we have the dimensions. I did 2.5 inches where I want my screw holes, and then from that point, I did another 2 inches of material, made a mark. That is going to be my twist area, and the remaining 4 inches is going to be for the actual hook side. Moving on to the twist, got the entire section heated up real nice, brought over to my vise. I'm using just a simple crescent wrench, and say if you got a twisting tool, it's probably a little bit easier, helps you keep it straight. As you can see, I got a curve here, but no big deal. A little bit of wood work, smacking it with some wood straightens it up without damaging the way the scroll looks. Now I'm just going to bend over the 2.5 inch section that we did for the wall. Makes it to where I could grip the material a little bit easier for when I'm actually developing the hook, and onto the horn we are now. And so I did an offset. I took it the opposite direction to about a 45-degree angle, and then I brought it back around again, flipped it over, brought it back around. This is going to develop my actual hook. The reason why I did this offset is so that the curtain rod could sit down inside of the hook and not be sliding back and forth on the 2-inch twist section. All that's left after doing the first one is to make however many more I need. I do them in pairs, at least for this project I am. And so I try to match up the second one and however many others to the first one. That way they're all the same size and same fit. Then all that's left is to go ahead and coat it. I'm using just pure beeswax right here. I am working towards getting some beeswax paste from somebody, so we'll try that in the next project. I'll let you know how that turns out. But here you have it, some simple curtain rod hooks. I hope you enjoyed this video. Stay classy, party on.